What's going on, boys and girls? It's your boy, you know. Welcome back to another video, I guess, and our frames are suffering. So, let's change that. That's odd. We usually play on 12 here, so, yeah, it's better. Okay. As there's no need for 16 at the moment. Yeah, today I'm just kinda collecting some terracotta today. Still on 1.8.8. I've decided that we should just gather some, because why not? You know? Right, I can't place chests next to each other. I have not played this world in a while, so I'm not quite used to everything yet again. I gotta readjust, you know? So, let's, I guess, get to work. Yeah, let's get to work. I'd say. And I think Spotify might be a little too loud. I think that's better. It's barely coming up now. Hold on. There. That seems better. We could also turn it up on. There. Just some minor background noise, I guess. This is still very scuffed. That's the word. Yeah, if you cannot tell, I have myself a new mic. It's quite the investment I made, but I'm really liking it. Still getting used to how much more sensitive it is compared to my previous one, my headset mic, but I am quite liking it. It's a very nice mic, and it's got pretty well highly reviewed and very highly used by, I guess, most more popular YouTube guys. So I figured, why not wait and invest? And I would have waited for sale, but I mean, looking at the average price, it doesn't change very much, and if it does, it doesn't change very often, nor very much, like, price-wise, doesn't change very drastically when it does, which is a bit disappointing, but, oh well. It is what it is, you know? So, it's something you just kind of live with. What do we got here? Yeah, I'll just break this a bit. Why not? You know? I think I should talk about some channel things. And as I'm recording this, it is December 31st. So I hope you all had a great Christmas. And I think I'm gonna be streaming tonight, possibly. No promises. I do plan to, but unless something comes up, then, or things just don't work, because I have to tweak with my stream stuff a little bit, because I've been having some issues there, but, if all goes well, I should be able to stream tonight, and hopefully get, some of the, province boys on, my provincial boys on, and play some Minecraft, or something like that. I don't know. You know? Yeah. I plan. That's the plan, at least. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I feel like, I should, because I seem to never be able to stick to one name. I always change my username for some reason. I haven't found something that really fits. And I was thinking I might just stick to a channel name by my real name instead of some alias like TurboSip or TurboVirgo. You know? I might just go by my name. Either I'm thinking like that guy Kiefer or just Kiefer Cross. I don't know. Because it seems to be most people don't ever bother with going as an alias, as it's just something too much to maintain kind of thing, and I kind of like the idea of just being more open about I've got nothing really to hide, right? I'm not trying to hide behind a mask or anything. I'm not really afraid to show my face, because I'm sure anyone who's, and I'm a small channel, I don't really care that much. I don't know. I'm just thinking I might just stick. I don't think I'm gonna bother with an alias at all. It just seems like, I don't know, it's just a waste of effort to try to maintain an alias, especially a specific one kind of thing. I don't know. I know what you think, I guess, but it's not like I get much interaction anyways. I'm still way too small for that kind of stuff. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Also, I cannot see how long I've been recording for. For some reason, OBS doesn't seem to display that anymore. Maybe I have to turn that on in settings. I have no clue. So, I don't know. I can't see it in OBS, which is odd. So I'll have to look into that there. How long I've been going for, we will never know. We will never know. This year's been a pretty interesting year. Definitely too much has been going on. There has never been much of a break from politics or just the virus and the quarantine, as well as restrictions, freakouts, and just the internet overall, because everything is so oddly political today in the current climate for some reason. Why? Who knows? I have no clue why everything seems to have to be so political, and I kind of wish it wasn't, but there's not much you can do about that, and I really try to avoid the news and politics. I used to try to keep up with it, but it's just a terrible mindset to have, because it gets to your head, which is not good for you. It's just bad for your mental health overall, and because as humans we like to absorb negative things, even if it's very little. The worst voices are always the smallest amount of people, but they're always the loudest people, which makes them seem so prominent and significant, and they really get to your head. And that's their goal. That's what they want to do, is get into your head and cause a ruckus and get a rile out of you. And it sucks. It sucks ass. It's not something I ever like to have to worry about, but it's a sad reality of the internet, and it's been like that throughout history. The smallest minority always has the loudest voice, because they're just loud. They're the loudmouths. And the most obnoxious people, who some might think they have good intentions, but don't realize that it's bad in execution, which is one of I think the big issues with that, like protesting and whatnot, is like blocking streets. If you're trying to get people on your side, pissing people off is not the way to do it. That's how it's, I think, almost always been, and for good reason. Ah, great, there's a witch. Did you just use fire resistance, you dumb? Why are there so many of you? Ah, you bum. Why are there so many zombies? Ow. Why are there so many of you? Another witch? What? Oh, what the fuck? Since when do witches drop so many bottles? Huh. I mean, anyways, like, we live in a strange world right now, and things are definitely moving too fast, arguably. And it's stressful. Everything feels so stressful. There is a lot of societal stress, societal pressures that make us that make us listen to these things and make us upset. And even though it's so minuscule, it's just these people with these very loud voices that allow them to really get to your head. And like the big thing is not letting it, and how, no one really knows. I don't think anyone actually knows how to not let these people get to your head. Where did all my, oh, there they are. That's probably the hardest thing, is ignoring those voices, because they're so loud and so obnoxious that really allows them to get to your head. It's almost impossible not to ignore them, because they're like, it feels like they're right in your ear. They're right next to you, shouting at you and into your head, shouting right into your ear. It's trying to pressure you into doing things, to quote, stand up against oppression or violence or anything. And a lot of the time it's in good cause, of course. But they don't realize that the way they're doing it is what makes people what makes them hated. And it's kind of disappointing, but if they don't realize it themselves, and you can't convince them, don't bother. They're not worth your effort to try to correct or anything. It's just not worth the effort, honestly. I think, as the saying goes, you can't help those who can't help themselves. I think that's the saying. I can't remember, but that's the gist of of the loudmouth stuff. It's stuff you can't get rid of, and it's always going to be there, and it's almost impossible to ignore. You can try to block it out, you can try to ignore it, but they just get louder, it seems. I mean, I think my way of just kind of ignoring it is just kind of avoiding social media. I don't really use social media. I don't have social media on my phone. I avoid that on my phone, and that definitely has significantly improved mental health, especially with getting rid of Twitter. Only time I ever really check Twitter is on my desktop. It's the only place I allowed myself to check social media, like Instagram or whatnot, because I just don't need that noise in my life. It's just all too much, and just these tiny little things. Just one negative thing you see can ruin your day, even though it's just the one thing and it's surrounded by positive. It can just ruin your day, because the human mind loves the negativity to an extent. We always take the one negative comment out of the many more positive comments and blow it out of proportion. Like, oh no, this one person said something bad about me. Oh no, well, what am I gonna do? This is terrible. My reputation's ruined. Even though it's one person and their voice is so small compared to the rest, it feels the loudest because it's so different compared to everything else you're reading. But I don't think we're here to be sad or anything, so let's, I guess, shift over to something maybe more positive. Like, let's just hope 2021 is going to be a really, really boring year. I mean, this winter I did my I had 2 exams. I think I did pretty good on them. I had an English exam and a geography exam. My English one, I think I fucking nailed it, I think. I don't get my report card, my first semester report card till January, but I think I nailed my English. My geo, I think I did okay on. I wasn't as confident about that because I just we don't have that class as much, and I didn't remember as much stuff. But I think I did okay on that. I definitely still did good. I didn't do terribly. I know that. I'm confident I didn't do bad, but I know that normal public school has their exams coming up. I think when they come back or something. I have no clue. Something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I think I think I'm pretty happy with how I did on my exams. I think school's been good. I'd say school for me has been pretty good. As much as I still despise it, because it's just I'm going to a building every single day that I don't want to be in to learn things I'm not interested in for the most part. I'm definitely still learning some things that I'm interested in. I definitely learn things, but it's not always stuff I'm never going to actually use, you know? But that's what a lot of school is. You kind of just go and buy through these things that they're like, just learn it, okay? Whether you're going to use it or not doesn't matter. Stop asking questions. Just retain it until the tests, and then you can forget it all. You know? It's how a lot of school is, but it hasn't changed forever, and I don't think it is going to any time in the near future, unless politicians start actually doing something about it. But it doesn't seem to be much of a priority at the moment. So priority is just dealing with the virus or whatever, which sucks. The restrictions suck, but at least I don't have to we don't have to quarantine out here because our government's been so strict on it. Restaurants have been staying closed after cases went back up a little bit. We had like 37 cases in a day, and things immediately got shut down. So, but we're still able to go out to stores. Just gotta wear a mask. Everything's very sanitary. Things are definitely still very safe. I'd say the world is more sanitary than it has ever been. I mean, it's way more sanitary than it has ever been, which is a good thing. Definitely a good thing. I'd say it's a very good thing that it's more sanitary than it has ever been, because the government enforced these restrictions, which is a good thing and a bad thing, because I mean, I definitely have someone closer to me who's definitely been suffering from this, because they're more my sister. She's an extrovert, and it definitely took a bit of a toll on her. So, and I understand the issue of not being able to go out if you're an extroverted person, because you're all about the socializing, going out, hanging out, being with people, and when all of a sudden that's gone, you don't know what to do. I'm guessing this is from, I guess, an introvert's point of view, that is what it seems here. You don't seem to know what to do with yourself anymore, because you can't go out, you can't go see friends, you can't go see people, you can't go do the things you normally do in your everyday life, and that's difficult, right? And I understand that, but I mean, the sooner everyone actually follows everything, the sooner this will all be over, you know? Coming into the new year, I think things are looking up, I'd say. But I could be jinxing that, and I could be totally wrong, but I mean, at least here in Nova Scotia, things have been looking up, for sure. I don't see restaurants opening again anytime soon, but that doesn't bother me. I don't eat out anyways, so it doesn't matter too much to me, you know? But Yeah, and you can most restaurants now have order out in order to stay alive. They've had to adapt and allow ordering out, which is a good thing. I'd say it's a good thing because you can still get the food from your favorite restaurants and not have to go out and worry about getting spreading the coof or catching the coof because one ignorant person or someone who was asymptomatic didn't know they had it and accidentally spread it, you know? So, things are definitely a lot safer sanitation-wise than they have ever been, and it's a good thing. It's a very good thing, I'd say. Yeah, it's a good thing. And 2021 is going to be it's going to be an unusual year. But I'd say things are looking up, at least in my province. I don't know what it's like there in the States. Haven't been keeping up with the news. I know that Biden guy won. He's a strange man. An interesting man nonetheless. An interesting but strange man nonetheless. But I'm interested to see whether Mr. DJT will have to be forcibly removed from the office when his presidency is up, you know? I don't know. That'd be entertaining to see him pulled out of the White House in cuffs. That'd be a weird thing. But, yeah, the United States is a weird place right now. Don't ever plan to go there in the near future. Too many loonies. Not saying everyone there's a loony. A lot of my friends that I talk to online are from the States. So, and it's just that small percent of people that are loud and make the most noise that makes them seem so significant, even though they're so insignificant. But I've just been kind of looping around. I've just been going in circles here at this point, and I don't have much to talk about. And I don't really want to have a silent video here, you know, like, it's, I just don't want to be silent, because it's one of the things I have an issue with when it comes to streaming too, is the silence, which is why I think background music is so important, but I don't want to really get the copyright strike things for playing music. It's hard to tell what isn't copyright free, what I cannot play, and what I might get in trouble for, what I might not, you know? I just don't want to get caught up in that, and which is why when I'm doing these videos, I always stick to the Minecraft music in the background, because I know that's copyright free, all of it is, because, and that's the only thing I really know I'm sure about that's copyright free. And I can't make money off videos yet, but I just still rather not have to worry about that stuff yet, right now, about copyright and whatnot. So it's like, shit sucks. But I think right now for my New Year's resolution kind of thing, as dumb as they are, I think I really need to work on being a better person, just nicer. I've been a fucking massive asshole this year, and it's really affected my social life. Big time. So it's something I really need to work on. Self-improvement kind of thing, which is a good thing, and it's something I will always definitely be improving on over time. So it's a reasonable goal to set, because that's something I always have to actively do. It's something I'll end up subconsciously doing over time as I start to get better at it, right? Which is an important thing, getting good at something. And I'm thinking of doing some other type of videos, I don't know, maybe commentary style videos, but I fucking hate editing. But I don't know, I'm thinking maybe some sort of commentary style video next. On what? Who knows? I might do some sort of tribute to Minecraft like Schlatt did. I really liked how he did that, and I kind of want to do something based off of that, but it's a big editing thing, and I mean, getting the shots and stuff wouldn't be hard, doing the voiceover stuff wouldn't be too difficult. I think I can do that with Audacity. I think. I've I never had a chance to use it in school or anything. I remember seeing it on the school computers back in public school in the computer lab, and I just didn't really ever know what it was. It was always just a program on the computer, but we never got to use it. So that's something else. I don't know, for another time. I don't know, but I don't really have much planned for the new year. You know, so like, yeah, I don't really know what I'm gonna do for the new year. School. I think that's what I'll do. Drinking me some boomer juice. What time is it? 4:01. Oh, that means we're gonna be having supper soon, you know? I'm gonna be doing a family game night kind of thing, which we haven't done, like, ever. Which is gonna be fun. My sister got out of the hospital, which is nice. She had a neck infection. Since she is immunocompromised, like my mother. So that's something I'm also have to be careful about with the pandemic stuff, is the fact that the two people I live with are immunocompromised, and that it's important to be considerate of others. I mean, at the start of everything, I was really like, it's nothing. I really blew it off, like, oh well, boo-hoo, we need to cry over a virus. I was like one of those people, but over time my perspective changed, realizing that this is actually something serious, and if I continued being ignorant, I could actually get many of my loved ones really sick or killed, in fact, from it. And it really changed my perspective of on everything. Definitely a bit of an eye-opener I had, like an epiphany kind of thing. You know, it was definitely a big eye-opener, and a good eye-opener, to be specific. And I'm definitely feel a little ashamed thinking about how ignorant I was to it towards this, the coof, when it was first around. Oh. What? Okay. How much durability is left? I can't even see right now because we don't have the advanced tooltips until a later update. So, I think we're gonna end it here. Also, I have a pretty good username, but yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. Yeah, that's it for this video, I think. Thanks for watching.